Uppie, uppie, uppie. It's one funny morning. I'm Dana Blizzard, and it's too early in the morning. This is the dumbest show in the whole world.
From Monday
to Friday. Sometimes on Saturdays.
Why would you say that in front of all these people?
Dean stinks.
You never know what's gonna happen.
That's your Dateline voice?
I don't know.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't.
It's not a chicken leg. This is a chicken leg.
Look at that manhole cover on my face.
Not a bad rendition of me. Hold on.
It's such a small town. So if you're walking, people just be like, "Do you want to ride?" It's like they don't need Uber. They
what?
just have.
What?
They just pull over. They give you a honk,
No.
and they're like, "We know your brother. We'll give you a ride to school or whatever."
That's called
our small
murder
town.
in New Jersey.
What's outside your Puerto Vecchina?
That's Stella! Yeah!
Good morning, uppie, uppie, uppie. My name is Rebecca. I'm from Eugene, Oregon, but today I'm in a hotel room in Austin, Minnesota that has a dirty parking lot. I also have a marathon of Three's Company playing on my hotel room TV. So without further ado, let's welcome our host, Dana Blizzard. Take it away, Dana.
Good morning. Rebecca, nice job. I do love me a good dirty parking lot. So that's always enjoyable. 5 minutes before I have to teach. Tanya, you work too much. We should talk about it. I don't know how our relationship's going to continue. I mean, I do see you going out of your way and I appreciate it. It's like a lot. So good morning. It's Thursday. Does everybody agree? It's also Wendy's birthday. Happy birthday to Wendy. It's basically a national holiday. Was she good, Laura? That's awesome. I saw, was it you that posted about it yesterday? So that looked like it was a lot of fun. So good morning. It's Thursday, which means it's basically Friday, which means it's basically the weekend. If that makes anybody else excited, it makes me excited. So it's a good day to all. Going back to the vet today because I like to go every day. I don't know about everybody else, but I like to spend so much money at the vet. So that is what I am doing today. It has been confirmed that the other two dogs have some kind of parasites. So I got to get their medicine. And I think Ruby has an ear infection. And I have just decided to just give up my own health care and just provide health care for the dogs. I have a feeling that's probably just best. As anybody else at that point, you're just like, I think I just work for dogs. Yeah. Uh-huh. I should have my own parking spot. Mm-hmm. I do not have pet insurance. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Work for dogs. Missy knows. She got 3 dogs. And a cat. How many cats? Mm-hmm. You want to come say hi to everybody since your butt's better? Come on. Come to work. Come to work. Yeah. She's like, girl, here I come. Girl, I'm looking for a snack. Okay. At this point, I'm working for my dog, yeah. And I don't think she appreciates it. Come here. Sit down. 3 dogs, 3 cats. Oh, my gosh. Mm-hmm. What? How you feel? Yeah, you looking better. I should get a part-time job at the vet. I basically have that. Mm-hmm. We took a month off for merch for this month, but we are doing a big sale. So it starts today when the newsletter goes out. So that'll probably be midday-ish. You should get your newsletter. If you're not signed up for the newsletter, make sure you go to OneFunnyMother.com. Sign up for that newsletter so you can get on it. We'll have updates about upcoming trips in there. So exciting. 4 dogs and a tortoise. Okay, yeah. No. My daughter 5 started waving at the doggy. She saw it, Christina. That's just her. That's her face. Let me scooch this down. This is her face. This is her happy. This is her sad. This is her, oh my gosh, it's my birthday. Like that. This is also her like, oh, I got something in my belly. It's the same face. It doesn't change. And I wish that I could go around with resting Lulu face just all the time. Like, oh, I could be lovely or I could eat you. That's what I mean. I would like that. Good morning from Key West. Oh, I've always wanted to go to Key West. She got her poker face on. Resting Lulu face. Yeah. Why do you say that? She has a range as an actress. You're not wrong, Bo. Hussy shirts are on their way, Brenda. They went out the other day. You're going to love them. What did I wear the other day? Oh, to physical therapy. And I don't know if you'll have to tell me what the reactions to that shirt are, because so far no one has brought it up to me. And I kind of dig it. No one has been like, hussies. Nobody, not one person. And I've worn it church. I haven't, but I'm gonna. Yeah, like Nicolas Cage, same face. Same face. Yeah. Oh, what's she doing? She's real sad. I'm Swedish death cleaning in my house. That sounds fun. Now. Yeah. Yeah. When I wore the sweatshirt to volleyball, one of the girls just said, I have questions. Good. Bob, I had my checkup yesterday on my leg. He says I'm doing okay. I had to continue my physical therapy. But it's getting better, and that it's just going to keep swelling up. Her face is like watching Xanax. It's so calm and beautiful. And she was like, oh, yeah, Bo? And she just turned around. She's like, don't you call me Xanax. Yes, Joshua, she'll do anything you say. Or she'll do whatever she wants. You just never know. So apparently if you break your leg will continue swelling up for months and months and months. And he was like, no, the broken bone is healed. What's not healed is all the soft tissue around it. So all of the ligaments and muscles that you now have to re-stretch out are all getting stressed, and that's why it's swelling up. So I got one cankle, and you know what? I'll take it. I can tell you it's better than 2 cankles. Someday I'll have 2 cankles, and I won't want that either. So, every shirt I wear, I get so many good comments, but I'm so curious about the Hussies one. Janice, so am I. Do you want a Hussies on the Loose shirt? She's like, you didn't even ask me. Maybe I do. Do you want to tell everybody you're feeling better? Because we can't tell by your face. She's like, yeah, of course I am. One cankle at 50 is pretty good. I know. Anyway, so there's been some great. What's a cankle? Thomas, stop it. Okay. Why do men not know what cankles are? You're like the second man that said they didn't know what a kinkle was. Okay, let me go over this. Pretend this is a foot, okay? This is my foot. This is my ankle. This is my calf, okay? Now, if you were to look at it, I mean, this doesn't do it as much, but it's wider here, and then it comes down to the ankle. If you have a cankle, it just means your calf and your ankle are just one, and that this starts to fill out because it's swollen. And it's like you're walking on a stump, like an elephant leg. Yes. So it's when your ankle and your calf have become one is a cankle. Yeah. Lou, sit down, mama. Lou, isn't this just like a coworker? Be like, girl, you gonna do anything today? Lou, sit down. Exactly. So you know Thomas. Hey, Chris Bass. Yeah, this is my foot. This is my ankle. But don't look there. That is a cankle. Yes. Missy, you don't know how many people I've shown Jeremy's video to. If you missed it, there's a great video of a man getting caught in a lie yesterday. Was it yesterday? And no, 2 days ago. And it was my greatest joy. And it's hilarious. And you can't even be mad at him because he's adorable. And it was all about baby love. Okay. All right. Anyway. So a couple things. A lot of Olympic talk happening, but a couple things. There are a couple of pictures that have come out recently. Today, everybody's talking about a really beautiful picture that they are calling the picture of the Olympics. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. This is the only one I didn't prep. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. They are calling this the selfie heard round the world. It's a great picture. Let me show it to you. So, oh no, Brooke, I was about to show that one, but no, this one is a little different. This one came out today. So this one is a picture of North Korean and South Korean athletes in a picture together. Yes, the Korea selfie. Yes. And, obviously there's been a lot of conflict and war between these two countries. And so this picture has been making its way around the world. It's a great picture. It's really quite beautiful. And they're talking about it all over social media, which was really lovely. But there were two other pictures that I prepped that I thought were really great. One is the Olympic picture. If you haven't seen this one was captured at like the perfect moment. And it's this one. This is I'm not quite sure which surfer it is, but he is clearly like right in between like waves. And this photographer caught this shot. I'm sorry, TikTok, you can't see it, but the surfer looks like he's floating in the air, and his board is about 6 feet away, also floating in the air. And so he's a Brazilian surfer. Yeah, it's so great. It's so lovely, and just the perfect shot. But speaking of the perfect shot, this other picture came out today. Now, we were just talking, I guess it was the other day. No, we're not leaving work yet. Sit down. Okay. This one, we were talking about the other day, the National Geographic pictures. Every year, National Geographic puts out amazing pictures. And these pictures are usually of things that naturally occur in nature, but we've never seen pictures of it before. Or there'll be pictures of things that should never happen in nature, but for some reason, you're like, oh, this happened. Like there was a beautiful one, I think last year, it was of a polar bear sleeping on an iceberg, just like cuddled up. It was so beautiful. And you're like, this must happen, but we never see it. And it was so lovely. So anyway, this picture was just released. And it's crazy. So I'll let you see it. You're not going to be able to zoom in, but you should try to find this picture. But this picture is taken in a lone subway station. There are no people in the subway station, except I guess for this photographer and these two mice who just happen to be in a fist fight. Here's the picture. Look at them. One is being murdered. This is a murder, mouse murder. caught on camera in an empty subway. Look at the shot. Like, what? Does this happen while we're sleeping? What's happening? Yeah. And how? What? Yeah. What? I have not seen the little frog riding the giant beetle. That doesn't even sound like a real sentence. Mm-hmm. I think he's stealing his wallet, right? There's definitely some words going down. Yeah. Like Stuart Little. Exactly. But how amazing. I refuse to find mice cute. Come on. Mice murdering other mice isn't adorable. Come on. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But murder. Mm. Of a pretty man eating a hummingbird at the feeder is so cool. Wow. Ratatouille on hard times. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But her is like a centaur from Greek mythology. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think it's his dad yelling at his son. Yeah. You need to get a job. Yeah. Yeah. No, it was super cute. I didn't know mouse on mouse crime was the thing. It is. Yeah. Oh. Look who decided to turn around. I know what you want. Hold on. You stay right there. You can't have that cookie. I'll get you some. Stay. Stay there. Are you going to show everybody your excited face? Because I know you love marshmallows. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They could be dancing. They're not dancing. Oh, I've seen mice dance, and that's not what it looks like. What? Now, I don't know about you guys, but my dogs love marshmallows. She will not break eye contact with a marshmallow. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I also love marshmallows. Here. Okay. Is her favorite. Her favorite. Mm-hmm. Well, Carol, I'm glad you're here. Please take me for a walk and give me marshmallows. Listen, I remember we were at work one day, and I think Lulu was sitting next to me, and I was like, who wants to go for a walk? Well, you think her face just lightened up. You should have seen Missy. She was like Missy was like doing something. She goes, walk? And I was like, I was talking to the dogs. But yeah, we could, if that brings you that much joy. So I would take Missy for a walk around the block. Does everybody say walk around the block? Is that, or do you guys say like street, like weirdos? If you go for a walk, you go for a walk around the block. Sorry, I know this is upsetting. I've said walk a lot. But is that is a saying other people use, right? Go for a walk around the block. I don't know why. I'd never use, let's go for a ride around the block. Yeah, I know I say that too. Right? But that colloquialism, around the block. Yeah. I guess I said drive around the block. Isn't that funny? Does anybody use it in the city, walk around the block? Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of funny now that you say it. I'm like, why do I say that? Okay. No block. Yeah, Jenny from the block. Mm-hmm. We said it, but we didn't live on a block. Yeah, we decided every night, a short block or a long walk. Yeah. Down the block. It's a weird word. Yeah. Down the block. Where does she live? She lives down the block. The what? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Around the neighborhood. Here comes Jill making it classy. Nah, she lives in the neighborhood. We live around the block. It makes it sound like we're in prison. Yeah. Because that's the only other time I've heard the word block. What block are you from? I'm from C Block, right? Think about it. I've heard it more about prison than I have about people's neighborhoods. We estimate our walk times by how many blocks it is. Yeah, that's what I said when I was in prison. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're on the move. No. So you want me to stay at work? Okay. Okay. No. No feet on the table. Put your foot down. We don't put feet on the table. We only can lean over it and eat marshmallows. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's a Jersey thing. I don't know everybody's saying. We just say take a walk. Oh, where are you from, Laurie? Around the hood. No, we don't say that. Mm-hmm. Anyway. So today is my first day back at the gym. I am going to be seeing what my leg can withstand. So we'll see how that goes. I see a nap in my future. Okay, girl. And getting ready for the weekend. Last night, Jacqueline did her comedy competition. She killed, but she did not move on to the next round. But she killed. There were 3 women out of, I think, 11 on the competition. And Jacqueline killed. The other girl did really well, too. Both of them did well, but one girl went over her time. And if you go over your time, you're disqualified. So the way it works in stand-up is we kind of know our time because you can ask for a light. So if you're in a comedy club, say I'm doing 40 minutes and I'll say, give me a light 5. So at 35 minutes, I'll get a light. Missy might say, I want a light at 2. And if she's doing 40 minutes, I'll give her a light at 38. So everybody can change their light. But in a competition, I think everybody was doing 5 minutes. They got a light at 4 minutes. 4 minutes in, 1 minute left. You got a light to say, this is your 1 minute light. And then you get, I guess, another light at 20 seconds. So you're like, you have 20 seconds to wrap it up or you're going to be over. So the first light went and I could see it for this girl and she was funny. I see the first light. I was like, all right, she has a minute left. Then I see the second light. I was like, you getting real close. This is the second light. And I'm watching her and I see her see the light. And then she had her phone with her. She goes back to her phone. She goes, and another thing. And I was like, girl, no. And then the music played. I was like, okay. She's out. Mm-hmm. So the one girl got disqualified. The other lady did a nice job. Then Jacqueline goes up. And I was like, here we go. And she was so good. She was so good. But it's, there's 3 judges. I had out of the 11, there were probably 5 that I thought were good writers. I was okay with one of the picks, but the other pick, I was like, that is not who I would have chosen. So I might be biased, but Jacqueline was the most beautiful one. So, but they're hard to do. People say all the time, comedy's difficult, and it is, especially when you're starting out. It is not fun all the time. But comedy competitions in particular are difficult because how do you compare a joke to another joke? And it's just so subjective, but it can kill your soul a little bit, or it can make your soul. So, you just got to keep a good head about it and just be like, this doesn't mean anything. I'm just going to do this for fun. And if you win, you're like, this is the best day ever. And if you lose, you're like, I should quit. things like that. So, mm-hmm. But she did great. Yeah. And Missy, I told her, I said, you need to talk to Missy because Missy does a lot of festivals. I said, you would love a festival, Jacqueline, because they're not about competition. It's really just about meeting other people and trying different venues. Like I did the festival in Boston one year and just kind of bebop from venue to venue. So she gotta do a festival. Where are you going? She did a great job, Larry. We were super proud. And there was a whole group of us. There were 8 of us. We were like, "Go, Jacqueline!" So it was a good day. It was a good night. So I know, Diane. She got some. I am looking forward to a day where all my dogs are healthy. Anybody? That'll be a nice day. I have been doing some writing, Missy, and I'm trying to write 3 hours a day. So I do like an hour and a half, and then I have a break, and then I do another hour and a half later. Mind you, I don't know if what I'm writing is good. There was some crying. It's very difficult to write a book for a number of reasons. A, I don't want to write a book. B, it's not fun. It's memoir. So you have to go through and like relive stuff. And you're like, well, this was not enjoyable. No, Ruby, I think, has an ear infection. So that's, do you have beta readers? No, there's not enough. I mean, there's a lot of people that have asked, Alejandra, but I haven't had, I don't have enough written to give it to anybody yet. About time you're writing. Tired of reminding you. Please keep reminding me, Joan. Please keep reminding me. And so it's just kind of funny. So I think I might have mentioned like a book might have 60 to 75,000 words in it. And I probably have 38,000 written. So I'm probably more than halfway there. But according to my notes, I'm not, which means that I'm probably going to write 100,000 words and then pull it back and decide which parts I want in or which parts I don't want in. So I just have to go through my list. I'm impressed you can remember stuff that long ago. You know, it's funny, Curly Top, because there's like an outline. Like I think I have a good memory for stories, which is why I think this is my job. So I have just like a list of like 100 words or prompts, and I know what this story is. But I'm definitely starting with I'll say the easier stories, because they're just the ones that were pivotal in some way. So I don't know when it'll be out, Sarah. I have to finish it. I'd like to finish it by October, November. And then I think it's like a year from the time you finish it. And that's if anybody cared and picked it up. There's that, Sarah. Or we just publish it ourselves. I don't know. So did you ever think you'd be writing a book? It's funny, Tanya. Somebody had brought up to me the idea of doing a book years ago. I don't know, 10 years ago. I was like, I don't know. What am I going to talk about? What would I say? I don't know. I just felt like, I don't know. I didn't feel compelled at the time. And then, and then I had 3 years of my life blow up and had to start over and rebuild. And I remember somebody saying like it was just an awful time between my dad dying and divorce and all the kids growing up and hitting 50 and menopause and pellets and dating and blah, 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 blah. I would say there were probably more bad days than there were good. But at least now I just remember somebody saying, listen, if anybody could make divorce and death funny, it could be you. And I was like, that's weird. Is that a compliment? I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know. I think parts of it are funny. I think that's the other thing, is that I was writing like some of the harder chapters. Then I was writing the funny chapters because it's just too hard to write all the heavy chapters in a row. But as a comedian, I feel like I have to make everything funny. And some stuff's just not funny. And so I'll write it, and then I'm like, this isn't funny at all. And they're like, your dad died. I'm like, yeah, but there could have been something light. There's really not. So I think that's the other thing I struggle with. And Missy and I have talked about it, just trying to figure out like being okay. We have our district in service today. I wish you were the presenter. Oh, me too, Alejandro. Well, that's the other thing. I do have, and that was the other thing. Like I was saying to somebody I was talking to some my other friend comics last night, and I do have a real hard deadline for September 1st, at least as close as I can get to it. I was like, I have set aside a year to write this book, and I don't like to keep talking about something and not doing it. I get aggravated with myself. So I'm going to do it by September 1st. But I definitely have put a lot of stuff on hold. I've put a lot of my stand-up on hold, things that make money. It's like choosing to be poor for a year. Like, it's just a weird decision to make. And so that's why I just have really just appreciated all the supporters that are here and all of you that have been so kind and encouraging, because it's really hard to write about a lot of these things. And I don't know, hopefully it'll help somebody somewhere in their journey. I don't know. But yeah, and I gotta get my life to be, yeah. Thanks, Julian. So we've been doing that, and we'll see what that looks like when it's all done. And I'll be interested to see what everybody's takeaway is from it. What parts resonate with people, because there's a lot. Yeah, totally get it. I'm over it, but I don't want to reopen a scar. That was the hardest part, I think. Was a lot of the stuff I had written last year in Glastonbury. I think I cried most of the week with my new bestie, Julie Cantrell. Yeah, I was crying within like 5 minutes of meeting Julie. I was like, she's gonna be my best friend forever. I'm probably more than halfway through, Brooke. At least somebody asked what order I'm writing it in. I think it was you, Shakendra. I started with the really, really hard parts, the parts about my dad and the divorce. That's why I was crying so much. And then I had to write some funny stuff, because I was just like, I can't keep writing this heavy. It was like exhausting. Like your body, I just had to keep napping in between because you're just crying all the time. Now I kind of bebop around, because like I'll start an essay. I'm like, oh, I can't write this essay until I write this. And then I open another document and I start writing a second essay. And I go, oh, I don't think I told them that I got to write this other. So there's 3 essays open. But in my mind, I have to write certain things first in order to know, like, okay, well, what did I write there? Like I'm just so early in the process. Will Di read it? No. Do you want her to? No. I mean, she did it. She half the book. But here's what I know. I know that when my mom reads it, she's going to be so literal about stuff. She'd be like, that's not how that happened. I was not standing. It was not 7 a.m. when that happened. I think it was around 8:45. Why would you write this? This is not accurate, everybody. That's what she's going to do. Guarantee you. Guarantee. Do you go to therapy? Sometimes it helps with emotional closure with the I did, Mia, for sure, when I was going through everything. I think everyone, if you are going through any type of separation, divorce, or making big decisions, I highly recommend. So I did for a long time. And it was really helpful. I think, yeah, I don't know. I haven't since writing the book. I don't know. I mean, like I have my moments where I don't feel great, but not overall. I'm like, let me go eat ice cream, and then I'm better. And it's cheaper than therapy. Um, so yeah, creative license, Lisa, but she not gonna, yep. And I feel like, and I know it's probably cheesy, but I feel like my book has to have pictures. Like in order to get the essence of Diana, it has to have pictures. Do you know how many pictures I've taken of her? Yeah, Diana's rebuttal book tour is going to be even better. Yeah. She'd be like, oh, I got some stuff to say. That's the name of her. I don't know the title of my book, but I can tell you Diana's book is, oh, I got some stuff to say. Why you make me say that? Either one of those. One of those two. Mm-hmm. So, so yeah, I'm telling you, it's got to have pictures in it, or I have to draw them. I don't know. Yeah. So, Jana, yeah. So, I'd like to do an audio version of it. I guess it'll just be a tape of me laughing hysterically or crying hysterically. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. A lot of fun. They'll be like, are they supposed to cry on the audiobook? Like, girl, she crying? She's straight. I think I heard her like that in the middle of it. I have not listened to a lot of audiobooks. Does anybody cry in an audiobook? I think you're not supposed to. The rocket ship. I mean, there's just so many. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Yes, Brooke can do them, and there'll be a little envelope of flowers in every book. Oh, she could do all the paper tulips. She would love that. Yeah. Your forward can say, please keep in mind that while the events are true, the times and exact places may be slightly off, comma, Diana. Jim Wagner, I'll just do it for you. And I'll just be like, Jim, this book is just for you. No, okay. But it'll say that to everybody, and it'll be me crying. Yes, they do cry. They are reading actors. Really? Wow. Audiobooks are fun, but make no revenue. Yes, my friend did her audio and cried. I cried. Girl. I didn't know they cried on audiobooks. Yeah. Dies would have a page between chapters that says bean break. Time to go eat beans. See you in 5 minutes. Yeah. Henry Winkler did his audiobook. I bet that was great. So yeah. So that's why I don't have many great stories, because most of the time when I'm not with you and not here, I'm like writing like a weirdo. My inner actress would explode with happy to do audiobooks. I have had memoir authors reduce me to tears. That's what I mean, Wendy. Do they ever cry? I think that would be difficult for me to read some chapters. Maybe I could have, like, on the chapters that are really hard, I'm like, we have a guest reader. Where somebody would read the sad parts, but it would be funny. Audiobooks always put me to sleep, so I need a real book. My audiobook wouldn't, Judy. Judy, don't you remember? What did we do to you? Remember you were sleeping? And we started, what were we doing to you? It was late one night. Was it a Tipsy Tuesday? And you were sleeping, but I knew you were listening. And then we started, what were we saying to you? Gosh, we tortured Judy from Saskatoon. What did we do to you? Because you wrote and you said, I have my lights out. I'm just listening to you in the dark. And as soon as you said that, I was like, game on. And I did something to you. And I said something. I don't even know what it was, Judy. not cry, but you can hear a voice break or just the emotion coming across. Yeah. We did ghost noises. Is that what we did? Oh. Henry Winkler's wife and others also did read his book with him. Oh, that's nice. Since your comedy is so focused on your family life, do you find it hard to come up with other stories to include in the book? Well, the book is definitely just about my life. And sadly, there's a lot that happened during those 3 years. So no, there's not really much that I'm making up as it pertains to this book. I think about if I ever did another book. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I think I pull from my life a lot. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Well, thank you for letting me talk about that book, because the more I talk about it, then I get a little excited about it, and maybe I'll write some more. Yeah. So I got to go take a dog to the vet, obviously. But looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. It's Friday. Hopefully we'll all have a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. Oh, I'm so excited. But like Judy from Saskatoon, good time, Andrew, say do something nice for yourself or others today. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow's Friday. It's going to be great. Stay tuned for later today for the release of our newsletter. It has information about upcoming trips and such. I think we're announcing another city that's coming up or two. So stay tuned for that. And that's it. Have a great day and a blessed day. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed today's morning show, make sure to follow us for more One Funny Mother content.
Okay, all right. Morse code is tapping.
And check out OneFunnyMotherStore.com for great new inappropriate swag. And for more exclusive content, consider becoming a supporter.
She got a bad leg.
Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow on One Funny Morning.